What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I just want to preface this by saying I'm sorry that I've not done more updates regarding Social Security, potential Social Security increase, what President Biden is doing, and even what Congress is doing for Social Security recipients. And the reason I say I'm sorry is because I look all the time to see what is out there for people on Social Security. But the problem is there's not a lot of discussions. And here's the thing that I've been seeing over and over again for the past couple of months, okay? Really the past month, okay? Is if we get a cost of living adjustment and our income increases, we're gonna lose benefits elsewhere. So over the past few weeks, that's exactly what I've been seeing. Because the recent 5.9% cost of living adjustment for 2022, this had many Social Security recipients getting, people thought they were going to get a substantial increase. And many did. Many were getting 90 some dollars, 120, right? And it was going good. Here's the problem. Soon after these increases were announced, then we started to see letters that Medicare rates are going up. Rates are going to increase by 20 some bucks. 20 some dollars to a person that is pretty much strapped for cash is a lot of money. And then we saw nutrition assistance. This one was next, that your benefits are being reduced. That's a big issue. To somebody that saw an increase of, let's say $100, we'll just do simple math. $100 increase with the cost of living adjustment. Awesome. I get an extra $100 this month. Great. That means I can go and buy groceries. Well, not so fast, because you still got to pay for Medicare. Medicare Plan B, or Part B, that one was additional 20 some bucks a month. Okay, I got to pay that. So that means I'm now at $75 in addition. Okay, I get an extra $75 this month. Okay, still good. I'm still up. No big problem. But then we see nutrition assistance, your SNAP benefits. Okay, don't go too quick. Don't run to the store yet, because we're cutting your benefits by $100. Oh, now I'm in the hole by $20. And then we see all these people that were getting a utility assistance. Okay, we're going to send you utility assistance, in the first of the year. All right. Well, then I started seeing letters that people were saying that they got their utility assistance denied because their income jumped up. They got a 5.9% cost of living adjustment, so now their income is too high and their utility assistance payment is not coming. How insane is this? And this is only the United States. Only the United States could figure out a way to give somebody an increased benefit and take more of that away elsewhere. Honestly, it's frustrating, because I read all your comments. I see all the people saying that, I had this much, or my son had this much, or a family member had this much money, and we were doing just fine even with a 7% inflation rate. And inflation, just to give you an idea, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but inflation next week is expected to come out at 7.3%. That's according to Bloomberg. So this isn't great news. We are seeing that people on Social Security are getting less benefits, but yet products are going to cost more. Services are going to cost more. Taxes on your real estate is going to cost more. Now, all this is happening all the while, Congress has yet to do anything for people on Social Security. Congress can't get their act together on their own priorities, whether it's a climate bill that they've been pushing for over a year, and nope, can't get anything done there. It took them months to get an infrastructure bill done, and the only reason they even passed this was because they had to trick their own party into voting for it. So it's frustrating right now. And yes, Congress is looking into passing different bills. One of the bills that they're looking into passing, and again, there's just rumors on this, but They want to pass something that would increase your Social Security benefits to 100% of the federal poverty level. But here's the thing. Congress and Democrats can't get their act together. Republicans are all on, they're all fighting for each other. But here's the problem. They don't have any power. They have no power in the House or the Senate or in the Oval Office. So they're not getting anything done. And they're probably not going to push something to give more benefits to people on Social Security either. So that's the problem, is that nobody is really working together to make this better for the American people. And again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but that's currently where we stand. Now, one of the questions I get all the time is, what about that $200 per month boost to Social Security beneficiaries that President Biden promised? What about that? Well, here's what we know. That is not coming at this time. According to reports that right now, even those in the Democratic caucus do not support it. There's not enough support even in the Senate to get that passed, even if it was through a budget reconciliation, which means you only have to have a simple majority. It wouldn't pass because moderates would be against this, because why would we increase a benefit to Social Security when the fund itself could potentially become insolvent very soon? And so, according to reports, lawmakers are not going to push a certain bill that they know is not going to pass, because if they push this so hard and almost promise it, the American people are going to be like, well, why didn't we get that? But here's the other thing. Lawmakers are pushing for not just, they're not really pushing for Social Security at this point, especially publicly, because, well, what would the fallback be if it doesn't pass? We don't know. But they're pushing for other things. They're pushing for student loan forgiveness, right? They're pushing for climate. They're pushing for child tax credit payments. But at the same time, there's not enough support there. They're pushing for a climate agenda. But the problem there is, well, they have to wait because one of the senators, Senator Lujan, he suffered a stroke last Thursday. So they have to wait 4 to 6 weeks for him to even come back so that they do have the majority. Do you see why this is so frustrating? Now, I know you do, because if you guys are watching this video, chances are you are receiving Social Security benefits. And again, that's why I wanted to preface this by just saying, I'm sorry I haven't done more updates on this, but the reason why is because it's just bad news. It's negative. And I'm sorry if a lot of my videos have been negative, but honestly, that's where we're at with our current government. There's not much positivity right now, because what's really happening? Nothing. Now, a lot of people want to know, why are people on Social Security, on those on a fixed income, why are they pretty much being really handcuffed? They can't do much. If you are not over, or you're not reached the full retirement age, you can't even work and receive 100% of your income. You actually lose benefits in some cases. If you are, 67, whatever, right? You lose benefits. You pay like $1 back for every $2 that you make or something like that. And so it's really, not beneficial to go and work in many cases. So again, it's frustrating. Some lawmakers, they're also talking about allowing people on Social Security to make more money and even do that before reaching full retirement. But again, doesn't have the support. Some lawmakers say they even want to see that people on Social Security, they actually see reduced taxes, right? They don't have to pay as much. But again, is this going to pass? That's the question. And honestly, nobody has the answers, because nobody knows, or nobody really at this time is pushing to see this get through. And after reading some of the reports over the past few weeks, the reason why is because they don't want to push something through, or really push for it and get everyone's hopes up and then see it doesn't pass, because then they're like, wait, what about this? And it's all coming down to this midterm election. I told you this over the past couple of months, few months probably, that we're going to see more political games. We're going to see more delays. We're going to see more, Republicans, they did this, and so we couldn't do this. So it's just going to be the blame game. We're going to see that. Remember what happened with Nancy Pelosi, Steve Mnuchin, and President Donald Trump? Remember how they couldn't come to an agreement before the elections in 2021 or 2020? Remember all that? Well, guess what? We're kind of back to that. It's frustrating, but that's kind of where we stand. So that's what we know at this time. Again, I'm sorry. I wish I could bring you better news. I wish I could bring you something that's somewhat uplifting. But as far as the Social Security increase, there's nothing there. And that is what is, again, I'm looking all the time, whether it's coming from a specific state or a city or the federal government. Honestly, I just want to see something. Because I can tell you, I can see it. When I go to grocery stores and I see there's a line of people that are trying to check out, well, they're counting. Okay, I have $4 for this item. This one is $6. That's $2 there. Do I have enough? I don't know. We'll try. Let's put the card in and see. And if it doesn't, actually get accepted, then okay, well, let's take this one off. I've seen it multiple times, and again, I've said this before. I help out when I can. If I'm right there and it's do you need that item? Yeah, you need that item. You picked it up for a reason. As long as it's not alcohol or some type of tobacco, I'll help somebody buy it. But if it's if it's a bag of chips or some bread or something that somebody's going to eat, or even if medication, that's something you try to stay away from. But it's like, do you need this? All right, here's $20 here. Make sure you get that. Okay, make sure you get that because you're going to need that. But again, not everyone's fortunate enough to be able to do that, and not everyone's fortunate enough to be in a spot where, oh yeah, I can't afford that, but the guy behind me, is willing to pay for it. So again, if you are fortunate enough, help out when possible. But I understand the issues we're seeing right now. So again, I will do my best to try to keep you updated on any additional news, but I just wanted to do a quick little Social Security increase update because honestly, there's just nothing happening at this time. But as we learn more, I promise I'll be there every step of the way to fill you in on all the latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your Friday. If you enjoyed today's video, I know it wasn't the best information, but if you just enjoyed the video, please go ahead, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.